It's only after I started coming to this park that I learned that it's a notoriously dangerous place. Apparently, some people have been sent to the other side at this park, like really recently. But that doesn't concern me because I'm dying at the age of 99. Um, I was talking to my friend recently. She's going through a separation in her life, and she was telling me how she's really, really worried that maybe she's too much and there's something she needs to fix about who she is. And I remember just being like, that's interesting. Because I'm also like that. Like obviously sometimes when relationships end, of course, you look at what your role in it is and see if there's something that you need to work on. But I know this friend of mine and the circumstances of that separation. And all I could think about was the shame that sometimes comes with being somebody with certain types of wounds, and I know we live in a time where all we talk about is healing, trauma, heal your trauma, get help. And I talk like that too. But the truth is, there's some things that happen to you that you might have to spend your entire life working on, or you might never actually heal from. And I know some people, I don't know, but that's something I believe. Maybe I'll change my mind in 12 years, but at this point in my life, I think there's some things that when they happen to you, they stay with you forever. And I think that it's very important to start having conversations about how there definitely is no shame in being someone that has certain types of wounds. If anything, I consider it, I think it makes a person even more beautiful. And I say this because I know my friend. My friend is so kind and she's just everything. And, hearing her talk about herself in a way where it's like, oh, how do I get rid of this part of me? And I'm like, oh my God, babe, that part of you is what makes you so you. That part of you is why I'm so drawn to you. That part of you is what makes you so empathetic. That part of you is what makes you care so deeply. And it made me think about myself too and how in my own relationships I'm that kind of person too, where even though my boundaries are quite strong, I still have moments where I go outside and I think, is this something about me? Maybe I'm too much, maybe I'm too deep, maybe I'm too this, maybe I'm too that. If everybody's on a surface level on earth, this world will fall apart. People get to be people get to not care, people get to be careless because there's people who care. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like people get to be carefree because someone else cares. The only reason why people get to, if this world was only with people who didn't care, people who, everybody's living like it's not that deep, life is not that serious. If everyone did that, this world would fall apart. It's because somebody cares, somebody fights, somebody speaks. That's why people get the freedom to be able to run around and not care. I don't know. I don't know. There's no shame in being a survivor of something really painful. There's no shame at all. Do you know how difficult it is to come into this world and not have the same start as certain people and still manage to be a decent human being? I think that should be celebrated even more. There's people who, because of what they've been through, are hurting other people. So if you're someone who, with what you've been through, you show up every day trying to be a better human being, I think you should be celebrated. You should be, there's nothing for you to be ashamed of. You're doing really well. Okay? And this is a reminder for myself too, because my brain sometimes, fucks with me. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go home now.